What's good, everybody? It's gonna come back at you another video. So this video, I want to talk about the ultimate goal in life and the ultimate goal that you should be striving for. Now, first and foremost, I want to preface it by saying this: the true ultimate final goal, which is our purpose in life, right? Because everyone here is seeking purpose, but the only true purpose for you to even exist on this planet and your reason for being here is to experience outrageous joy. That is the only goal. That is the only reason. Well, that is the only reason for you being here, right? Is to experience outrageous joy. Because when you feel happy, and you've known this innately, because when you feel happy, you feel your best. And that is an amazing feeling for you to have. And if anyone had the choice to feel any feeling from now for the rest of their life, they would choose to be happy over any other feeling, because that is when we feel our best. So we're not put here on earth. I want to say this, right? We're not put here on earth to accomplish anything. We were not actually put on earth to go do anything, to overcome things, to, obtain accolades, right? Like we were not, that was not our true purpose. Our true purpose is to experience outrageous joy. Our true purpose is for happiness. However, with this video, I want to highlight another ultimate goal that you should strive for in this lifetime. And this goal, the goal is this, is for you to strive to get paid for being yourself. The ultimate goal in life is to get paid for being yourself. Now, the reason why I say this is because you are your happiest when you're allowed to be yourself, right? No one has liked being told what to do. Like, if you've ever had any ideas of things you want to try, right? Whether it's new businesses you want to start, new ideas that you want to take, that you want to take action on, you never like telling other people your idea and hearing other people say no, right? Because it's almost like they're going against your dreams and aspirations, or sometimes it may feel as though they're going against you. So that's a sign that you've never liked being told what to do. And in many cases, right, being told what to do by other people, it's not necessarily what you want to do. You having the freedom to be able to do what you want is going to increase your happiness, because then you're able to be yourself. You're not being someone you're not. Being yourself is allowing you to be your authentic, genuine self. And if you can be your authentic, genuine self and also be paid for it, then that is effectively a match made in heaven, right? Because then you're only doing what you enjoy. You're only doing what makes you happy. And if you think about it, if you're doing what makes you happy and you're able to do it more of the time, if not all the time, then you're effectively happy all the time. And if you're happy all the time, then you're effectively serving out your life purpose of being here on earth, which is to experience outrageous joy, right? There's too many people, on this planet that, when they arrive into adulthood, they think that, if their dreams didn't already unfold, then it's time for them to give up on their dreams. And now it's time for them to operate with reality that as an adult, you have to work and pay bills and all these things, and you don't have time to chase your dreams. It's just a waste of time because you just weren't one of those people who were meant to do that. But I'm here to tell you that you can work towards your dreams. You can make it a reality. And if you should strive to have your dream be for you to be yourself and do what it is that you enjoy, right? Because there's so many people out there. You need to remember that there are people out there who do just that. There are plenty of musicians who love making music, who love writing music, who've done that out of their free will on their free time. That music brings them so much joy, and that is their true passion. And they've done it their whole lives. And now they live a life where they can get paid to do that. Something that they've already used to do for free and for fun because it lit their soul on fire. They're able to get paid for it and have it be their career path. So for them, there really isn't such thing as work, because it's just them having fun, right? It's like you're just getting paid to have fun, and you're getting paid to be yourself and to be authentic and genuine. I believe that should be, aside from, someone striving to chase happiness moment to moment, right? Because that of course is always going to be your goal, right? To search for happiness in every single moment from now for the rest of your life. However, if you want something more practical, right, it's to strive to be yourself and to find ways to eventually monetize that, right? So that you can get paid for being yourself. Because I truly think that that's what everyone wants. Because everyone has different passions, everyone has different desires, everyone has things that they're good at, everyone has different talents. And it just feels like there's not as many people who are chasing that because they may not see a way to be able to earn an income from it immediately. And so they might just put it on the back burner or completely disregard it and think that it's not possible for them, when that should be one of the goals for everyone. Because when you're if you're doing what makes you happy, then that's when you're at your best, because you're happy. That is when you get your best ideas, because you're happy, right? That is when everything feels as though it's in alignment, because you're doing what makes you happy. You're doing what lights your soul on fire. And to be able to get compensated for that, then of course that will help you or allow you to do more of that, because finances and bills and expenses are being taken care of. And then of course the money that you're able to bring in, you can continue funding your dream, right? Like, just imagine if you love cooking, you absolutely love cooking, like that is the one thing that you look forward to do all the time, and you will never say no to cooking. That when you're cooking, it feels as though you have infinite energy, that you never get tired, that is what you truly enjoy. But instead of cooking, right, like say right now you're working an office job, right? It's like, of course, that job is, making ends meet, and I'm sure allowing you to put food on the table. But like, it may not be something that you're truly passionate about, because at the end of the day, that's just work, and it's just tasks that need to get done. But when you're cooking, it feels as though you're on a high, right? That is just you, like you're just experiencing bliss, because it's not only you're able to be creative, you can let your creation and your imagination run wild, but like it's also incorporating science, right? With obviously cooking times and cooking temperatures and all the different ingredients, right? So you can feel like nerdy in the kitchen, right? Imagine having the opportunity to have that be your career path, right? Like, I don't think that person would ever say no to that. And that is when that person would be at their happiest, because then they can put all their attention and their focus on cooking, right? They don't have to just have so much fun cooking and then have to remember they have to show up to work and like do those tasks that need to get done, right? It's like they can focus on cooking, they can focus on their happiness, their true joy, and just obsess about cooking and everything that there is to cooking, and being either the best cook, whether it's like a home cook or an actual chef, or being the best when it comes to delivering instructional videos or cooking videos, or whatever it is, right? Like, this person can end up becoming the next big thing about cooking, and it won't ever feel like work, because they love cooking so much. They love cooking, they love teaching people how to cook, they love cookbooks and cook recipes and everything related to cook, right? Like, you guys can see how this should be a goal that people strive to do, right? Like, to get paid to be themselves, because then it blurs the line between work and fun. Like, there's no such thing as work, because you're just having fun, because you're doing what you enjoy all the time. And I look at that from athletes, right? Because athletes, they play sports and they love the sports, and typically they can have a lot of things that's going on in their environment or in their home or in their lives that are negative, and sports is what clears their mind and takes them away from that. And so they develop a love for the sport, and they play the sport all the time because they love it so much. And then, if they're good enough, right, they're able to be paid to play the sport. They're able to make a living and take care of their generation, the generations that follow, whatever, because of their sport. So are they actually working? Like, I understand they have to work out and I understand all that. But is it truly going to feel like work if they're just doing what they enjoy? Right? Probably not, because at that point the lines get blurred. And if you love the sport enough, then every day is going to be a thrill. Every day is going to be a joy. Like there won't be any dull days, right? So that's the blessing right there, and that's what I want you to strive for in life. Now, of course, the very 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 top goal is for joy, is for us to be happy from moment to moment for the rest of our life, or our whole lives, right? That is what everyone is after. Guaranteed, that is what everyone is after. However, if you want to strive for something that's more, I guess, tangible, if you will, something that like may seem a bit more like that might have more meat on the bones, right? That you can like envision, right? Think of what it is that makes you happy. Think of what it is that brings you joy, something that you think about all the time, something that you just see yourself doing, or if you were to close your eyes and completely eliminate all human constructs, like for example, like just envision yourself being in the position that you want to be, and don't put any sort of logic to it. Like if you see yourself as being a very wealthy individual as far as material wealth, it's like, what is that person doing? What would you like to be doing? What is it that makes you happy? What does that put a smile on your face, right? No need to include any logic, right? Just think about that. Think about what you're doing. Think about how you're living, and then strive to make that a reality. Do more of that thing that makes you happy so that you can begin creating that life that brings you joy, right? And you need to remember, it's like, if there's something, it doesn't matter what it is. If there's something that makes you happy, something that you're passionate about, you need to understand and believe and accept that there are going to be people out there who are also equally as passionate about that same thing as you. Doesn't matter what it is, that there will be a community of people who will be able to resonate with you, who also enjoy what you enjoy. And you just need to focus on doing that thing more often, because as you do that thing more often, it's going to bring you more joy. And if you're happier all the time, if you're doing that thing that makes you happy more often, then you're going to be happier more often. So you're going to be serving your life purpose. So this is the point of it all, right? Finding something that makes you happy, something that you enjoy, something that you're passionate about, something that you can obsess about to be the best. So then as you do more of that, you're effectively just having fun. You're effectively just enjoying yourself. You're effectively living your best life. And to be compensated for it, that's the dream, right? I would much rather be compensated for doing something that I enjoy, because then I'm going to do it out of my free will, and I'm going to strive to be the best at it, and I'm going to obsess about it, rather than being compensated for just doing tasks that need to get done for things that I don't really have a passion for or care much about, right? If I'm doing something that I'm not really passionate about, then I'm not necessarily always going to put my best foot forward, because it's going to feel like work. And most human beings don't necessarily like doing work, because we associate work with labor, and work with typically has like a negative connotation, right? It's like, but we gravitate towards fun, we gravitate towards enjoyment, we gravitate towards things that we want to do that makes us happy. So you want to strive to find a way to do what you enjoy, and find a way to be able to have that earn an income for you and to be able to pay you, right? Just imagine if you're passionate, like imagine if you travel and you enjoy traveling the world so much, you enjoy experiencing other culture, experiencing other foods, experiencing other cultures and how people live, and exploring, new environments and new countries. Say traveling is your passion. How amazing would that be to be able to travel for a living, and be able to travel and have a blast, and to experience the most amazing adventures, and be able to be paid for that, and have your trips basically have the income that you bring in cover your trips and expenses, so that you can continue, so it can end up being a cycle, and that you can continue doing it, right? Like that would be, for someone who enjoys traveling, that would be the dream, to just know that all you have to do is literally travel, to do what you've already done for free, right? Out of your own pocket, to then be able to earn an income from it. That would be amazing. Or if you just enjoy helping other people, or same example with cooking, right? And then you're cooking all the time, you've done it for free. Imagine being able to cook and then be able to get paid for that. It's like, to you, it's just like, I'm being paid to have fun, I'm being paid to be myself, and it doesn't get better than this. So that's what I want you to begin thinking about, and I want you to begin taking action to begin making that a reality. Whatever it is that you enjoy, whatever it is that you're passionate about, whatever hobbies you have, begin doing more of that so that you can be happier, and then begin carving out effectively a career path to do just that. Because if you're passionate about that thing, then that means you are going to obsess over it. That means you are going to be the best. And the world needs people who want to be the best at what they do. The world does not cherish or celebrate people who are mediocre at things. We, human being, all of us, we want the best that we can get all the time. So that's why we want the superstars, we want the experts, we want the people who are exceptional at what they do. And if you focus on doing what it is that makes you happy, and you do that often, then you're going to be the best, you're going to be exceptional. And then if you get paid for that, then you're just going to keep doing more of it, and it's going to be so much fun, and you're going to see that your life ends up being a life worth living. So I highly encourage you to reflect on your own life, to figure out the things that you enjoy, that you're passionate about, and do more of it. And begin, even if you may not have a means of monetizing it right away, just begin creating content, begin sharing your passions, sharing your life story, sharing your ups and downs in life, because at the end of the day, you're human, and other people want other humans that they can connect to and relate with, right? So just begin sharing your passion, sharing what it is that you do with other people, sharing it with the world, and then eventually opportunities will appear at your doorstep. So once again, of course, the absolute ultimate goal is for you to strive for happiness, to experience outrageous joy, because that's why we were put here on earth. But if you want something to truly strive for, then the second next ultimate goal, right, would be to get paid for being yourself. So take more time to be your authentic and genuine true self, and eventually the doors will open for you. So that rest of the video. Enjoy the video. Do leave a like and subscribe as we are on the road to 1 million subscriber, guys. So once again, it's Joel, and I'm out. I'll see you guys for the next video.